Hey guys, Pokemon Collectibles here, and I have a new series for you guys that I've actually wanted to start for a long time now. This is something that I hadn't really thought about a whole lot until I did a lot of research on it, and I thought you guys might be interested in it, mainly because Pokemon Go has been out for quite a while now. I know a lot of people are still enjoying that, even though the numbers have dwindled quite a bit. It did bring to mind, since I was thinking about it a few days ago, and I do still play it every day. Put in the comments if you still play. Probably won't be very many of you though, but it did make me wonder, what would Pokemon look like if they were in the real world? And I've looked up quite a few pictures of Pokemon in real life, and you guys can look them up or you can watch these videos, and I'm probably going to show the best ones that I find of everything. I thought I'd start with first gen Pokemon, and yes, I am doing Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charizard, and Pikachu, because even though Pikachu isn't counted as a first gen starter, it was Ash's starter. So because of that, we are including Pikachu. So if anybody wants to grumble in the comments, go ahead. But this is just a new series I thought I'd try out and do a couple videos of and see if you guys like it. If you do, put a like on this video. If you don't, oh well. At least I tried my idea. And on to the video at hand. We are looking at Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, and Pikachu and their evolutions. So enjoy. Now, most of you guys probably really like Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur, and I don't really blame you. They are really awesome. My favorites will always be first gen, no matter what. I do like a few of the new Pokemon and the newest gens, especially Gen 7 has a lot of really amazing Pokemon, but I'll always come back to Gen 1, and pretty soon you guys will see that Pokemon should stay in their own reality, their own universe, whatever you should call it, because when they come into the real world, let's just say they don't look as cute and cuddly as they do in their own universe. As you can see from this first picture here, I actually kind of like this one quite a bit. About the only thing I could complain about is the fact that Bulbasaur looks like he has a cabbage on his back. But other than that, it looks pretty cool. I have to say Charmander is probably my favorite, just because since he is a reptile, they probably just made him look like a little dinosaur. So that's probably what they were going for there. Squirtle is just kind of laid back, laying on Bulbasaur there. But this is your first look at Pokemon in the real world as far as these. If you've never seen these before, you are either in for a treat or a scare. Some of the Pokemon that I will be covering for this series look pretty frightening, I have to say. Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle usually look pretty cool. There are a few of them that I found a few pictures that look pretty terrifying, but for the most part, these three guys, especially Pikachu, typically look pretty cool. I guess we can start off with this picture first. It is of, well, I'm sure you see Venusaur is the biggest one. He looks pretty realistic, I have to say. There's even some little, I guess, ninja-esque swarming around him. It's really hard to tell with some of these Pokemon. Like some, you can just instantly kind of recognize them. But as you'll see later on with this series, there are quite a few pictures that I found where I actually had to think about it for a minute to decide what Pokemon it is. But there's a little Ivysaur down there too, with his little bud on his back. They all look really happy, except for Bulbasaur, who apparently is eating a bug. You guys can put in the comments what bug that is. I'm not really too sure. All I know is Bulbasaur is eating him. That's all I can tell you guys. Now here's one of Squirtle, Blastoise, and Wartortle way down at the bottom. Wartortle's a bit cut off, but I'm sure you can see Blastoise. It looks like he has a Staryu on his hand. Well, arm, I guess. And I can't really make out what's in its hand, but maybe you guys can maybe zoom in on that or something and figure it out. Now to me, this one looks really cool. I really like the way they did Blastoise, especially the fact that they kept his little cannons on his back, and they look kind of like barnacles, I guess, because if it's going to be realistic, you know, he doesn't really have, I guess, the cannons in real life, but Squirtle is up there playing with the little fish. He's up near the top, and then Wartortle at the bottom. I don't know what he's doing, but he looks pretty happy about it. So that's the second picture that I wanted to show you guys. Feel free to pause this video at any time and check out these. I might be zooming through them a little too fast for you guys. And last but not least, we have Charizard, Charmander, and Charmeleon. I know I'm not saying those in order, but you know, whatever. Okay, with this one, Charizard actually looks like a legit dragon. He's got his little tail on fire there. He looks very reptilian, though I wish his arms were a bit bigger, because Charizard actually has relatively big arms for his size. Charmeleon looks a little off, but other than that, I can't really see his little flaming tail. I can see Charmander's, but I can't see Charmeleon's, but he he still looks kinda cool, I guess, but all these look really weird though. Pokemon in the real world look really, really weird. That's why I said at the beginning of this that I hope they stay in their own dimension because, yeah, they're pretty frightening. And then we got a little bitty down there that is super, super skinny, so I could see that, kind of. I mean, that's probably the closest lizard they got to him, and it looks like he's holding a Caterpie. I don't know why he's running away with it, but maybe he is going to eat him later. I don't really know. Other than that, I have a few more pictures that I'm just going to scroll through for the rest of this video. I won't really have any more audio after this, but please let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Whether you think that some Pokemon could be really cool in the real world, if you guys find any pictures by yourself, or if you think that any of these look legit, or maybe they're exaggerated a little too much just to make them look frightening. I'm not really too sure. I mean, I think some Pokemon would look pretty frightening in the real world. I don't think I'd want to meet a Haunter or a Gengar. I think both of those would look very terrifying. But anyway, leave in the comments below, and I'm gonna leave these little pictures up, just scrolling through the rest of the video. So enjoy that. Thank you guys for watching, and have an awesome day.